it all depends on your perspective. If you think that is him having game, or it's just, you know, he's getting them just because he's Drake. Because you're probably saying, well, if Drake wasn't Drake and Rihanna wasn't Rihanna, and it was just two, you know, people who weren't celebrities that was working at, you know, Kinko's or some shit, would Drake be able to get Rihanna? You understand what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother thing. And most people probably would be like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. Alright, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber. We're gonna read this real quick, and the subscriber sent a donation. So guys, remember, when you send a donation, it is a guarantee that your question will be answered. So click the link below to send your question. Alright, so this one says, what's up, Mr. Locario? I wanted to ask you, what are your thoughts on the rapper Drake's game? Because it seems like Drake is hooking up with the baddest chicks in the industry, from Serena Williams to Tahiri and Rihanna. Now, do you think Drake's game is that tight, despite all of the simping stuff that he's known to be doing? So how is it possible that he's hooking up with all of these chicks? All right. So when it comes to Drake in his game, right? Oh, let's start from the beginning. What is game? What is having game, right? So having game is basically you having the skills and the strategy to get what you want, right? So when we talk about Drake's career as a rapper and how he's gotten to where he's at, he definitely has game as far as, you know, in the rap game, meaning he has game because he got himself from, you know, there to here. You understand? He got it from here, started from the bottom, whatever you want to call it, right? So the thing is, he got himself to the top, right? So he has game in that aspect. He had a strategy to get himself there. So, you know, Drake does shit like, you know, first of all, he was hooked up with Lil Wayne and all of them, and so that put him in that spotlight. Then he started doing a lot of different features with other up-and-coming people. You understand? I know Jay-Z sort of does that thing where the top guy, he does a song with that person to keep himself relevant. Drake does the same thing. He does a song with whoever's popular to keep himself relevant. So that's a strategy to get yourself to that point, right? Now, when we're talking about, you know, Drake having game as far as getting chicks, right? You know, it all depends on your perspective on this thing, right? Because the thing is this, you know, Drake does songs that sound like simping type shit. It sounds like, you know, a lot of that type of simping, kissing ass type of, you know, trying to beg a chick to be with you type of shit, you understand? But the thing is, he could just be doing those things to sell the records, you understand? Putting that type of stuff out. But the thing is, I don't know Drake personally. I am sure you don't know Drake personally. So we don't necessarily know how he is personally. You understand? We know the perception he puts out there, but we don't necessarily know him personally. So, you know, from what I'm seeing, you know, it seems like, you know, he's on some simp shit in his regular life, but that could just be what he's putting out there as persona. Who knows? You understand? It all could be an act. You don't know, right? But from what we see, you know, it seems like he is on that simp shit and he puts that shit in his music, and, you know, the music's good, so it sells, and it is what it is, right? Now, when it comes to him getting with these chicks like Rihanna and, you know, Serena Williams and whoever it is, you got to understand that a lot of that has to do more with his status than him actually being a guy who knows how to talk to women. You understand? Because in their situations, you know, being a celebrity and all this other stuff, Rihanna fucking with him is a good look for her. You understand? Or Tahiri, you understand, fucking with him is a good look for her. You understand? So it's a come up. You see what I mean? So they're attaching themselves to him because of that. Right? Not necessarily because he was hollering at them and he said some slick shit and they was feeling it. No. They're like, this is Drake. He's the hottest rapper in the world. You understand? I'm going to fuck with him because that's going to make me be more in the spotlight or whatever it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or make me more of a celebrity than I am, or, you know, put me to a higher height. You understand? And so it's like, kind of like when you look at someone like Jay-Z, right? Because I was having a discussion with a friend the other day. She was like, I don't understand why Beyonce got with Jay-Z, and, you know, he's not even like the best looking guy, and blah, 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 blah. And I said to her, I said, so a woman of Beyonce's caliber, right? Who would she even get with if she's gonna get with anybody, right? You got to think about that. She's gonna get with Jay-Z because Jay-Z's the top dude, and she's the top chick. So the top dude's gonna get with the top chick. You understand? So the thing is that when you're in that sort of space, you know, someone like a Rihanna is going to want to fuck with a Chris Brown or a Drake or whatever. You understand? Because they're at the top. Like, who would Jay-Z have gotten with that's the equivalent of Beyonce? Jay-Z's the top dude. Who would he have gotten with? Nobody. There's nobody else but Beyonce. Who would Beyonce have gotten with besides Jay-Z? There's nobody but Jay-Z for her to get with on that level. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to Drake, you know, having game or asking if he has game, is more so that he is going to have access to these women because he is on that top level. Now, like I said, it's all on your perspective, because you can say, well, the fact that he got himself to that level lends himself to be able to have that access to get them. So you can say that he does have game because he's gotten himself to that level to be able to have contact with those women. You understand? So it doesn't necessarily mean that automatically because he is, you know, the top rapper that these chicks are going to want to get with him, because there's been stories in the news where he tried to get with certain girls and they sort of curved him. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, part of him getting with those chicks, because you're saying, oh, he got with the baddest chicks, part of him getting with those girls is because of his status. It's because of where he's at. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily when we talk about, you know, when you think about guys getting a girl off of like hollering at them and, you know, talking and making all that stuff happen, that's not most likely necessarily the case when it comes to Drake messing with these other women. You understand? Like, a lot of it has to do with business also. You feel me? So a lot of times in that realm, in that situation, he's getting them or he's getting with them because, you know, of his status, where he's at, and all that other good stuff. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends on your perspective. If you think that is him having game, or it's just, you know, he's getting them just because he's Drake. Because you're probably saying, well, if Drake wasn't Drake and Rihanna wasn't Rihanna, and it was just two, you know, people who weren't celebrities that was working at, you know, Kinko's or some shit, would Drake be able to get Rihanna? You understand what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother thing. And most people probably would be like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? Just based off of the perception that he puts out there. You understand? But I would just say, as far as him in the rap game and where he's gotten, he's definitely has game on that level. You understand? But, you know, I don't know him personally, and I don't know how he really acts around women, or how he does his thing, or how, you know what I'm saying? Like, if any of his music is an indicator of how he deals with women, you know, on that sim shit, then I would say no, he doesn't have game. You understand? But, you know, also again, depending on your perspective, him being able to reach that height and have access to those girls to deal with them can also be looked at as him having game, because he's reached those heights in order to get access to them. So it all depends on how you look at it. You feel me? So that's pretty much it. That's all I want to say. Guys, if you have any more questions, make sure you click the link below to send me your questions, and make sure you go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.